And now, Late Hits. Here are your hosts, Alex Marvez and Gil Brandt.
We begin our 8 o'clock Eastern Time hour here on this Friday night edition of Late Hits, talking about a guy who's trying to make the world a better place. Baltimore Ravens cornerback Kyle Arrington is presenting his 2015 Thanksgiving food drive sponsored by Food Lion. Coming up on November 23rd at a Baltimore area Food Lion, Kyle is going to be distributing 250 meals to underprivileged families. Food and financial and food donations can be made to local food banks on behalf of this as well. Great stuff here from Kyle Arrington as we head to our guest line and talk to Kyle right now. Kyle, Alex Marvez, and Gil Brandt, thank you for joining us. Thank you for doing the food drive. How are you tonight?
I'm great. I appreciate you guys having me, and it's definitely my pleasure.
Kyle, it's our pleasure to have a guy that's played as well as you have and is doing such a great job on such an important holiday when so many people can't afford to have a dinner on the table. And, I think you and Food Lion are to be really congratulated for the work you've done. Doesn't surprise me. Doesn't surprise me knowing your history.
Yep. Well, Kyle, what was the inspiration behind getting involved with Food Lion and doing the food drive? And did you do this type of thing also while you were a member of the Patriots?
Yeah, we put on a different few charities here and there. I don't think anything of this magnitude. Especially like during the holiday season, it's a special time, for all of us, give thanks and we all know that. But it really puts things in perspective, especially when it comes to disadvantaged families, per se. And so we recorded a few local vendors, and Food Lion really stepped up huge to the plate. And 250 dinners, turkey dinners is no laughing matter, So we're very appreciative of Food Lion, and definitely looking forward to the 23rd of this month.
Kyle, let me ask you a question. When you came into the league as a rookie, did they still put a note on the players, go down to Kroger's and get your free turkey, ask for so-and-so, and the guys all go take that thing and they run down to the whatever change for it is and ask for their their turkey, and the butcher says, well, you guys been had again?
It was a little different. It was a little different for me. As a rookie, my first year, I was down in Tampa. So it was. I wasn't used to it. It was one thing I wasn't accustomed to. It definitely used to weather around that time, around that holiday time.
Yeah.
It was one thing not to do it with your family. Another thing, like I said, to be 80, 85 degrees, close to 90 degrees as well on the days like Thanksgiving and Christmas. So football is always family. So it was a lot of especially veterans were very open and welcoming, the young guys like myself, to join them on, on special holidays.
Kyle, you have returned to Maryland where you played high school football. You were born in the state as well. Brandywine Gwynn Park is where you went to school. What does it mean to be back in the state of Maryland? What does it mean to be a member of the Baltimore Ravens? What's that transition been like?
It means a lot. I just feel, blessed to been a part of an organization like New England for such a long time, and even more blessed to I got another opportunity to join another tremendous organization like from top to bottom, such as Baltimore. And it's very classy organization, like I said, and very close, very family environment. And a lot of teams, in our situation could have went, I guess, in a downward spiraling direction. But guys come to work still every day as excited as we were week one, eager to not only learn and execute the game plan, but just to interact with one another. And so you don't really come across that kind of environment too often, especially a team like in our situation. Definitely not as we thought the team would go thus far, but still a lot of ball left to be played.
Kyle, your team. A lot of people thought your team would be a Super Bowl team this year, and it wasn't. Does it make it easier to come to work when something like this has happened, when you have the opportunity to go to a facility like they have there at Baltimore that might be as good a facility as anybody in the country has?
Like I said, it's really a test of the character of the guys we have in our locker room, and it could have been a lot of finger pointing at this point and things of that nature for other organizations. But we stick together. We ride out together, and like I said, my hats off to players, coaches, and everyone who's in that facility. But like I said, we coming off a bye week, a win right before the bye week. So a lot of things to build off of, and hopefully things are going in a better direction.
Yeah, and Kyle, it's been interesting as well because you've worn every hat, it seems like, in the secondary, right? You've played corner, you've played nickel, you've played safety, and of course you have the skills to be able to do so. What's it been like on the field as a transition for you, considering all the different things you did for the Patriots? How helpful is all that knowledge as you come to Baltimore and take on a new role?
A lot of similarities, terminology is a little different. Always wherever you go, got to learn the vocab, and so that was a bit of a transition. But DMP being a coordinator, he was in New England my first year in New England. I was his last year, and before he came to Baltimore. So like I said, there's a lot of similarities there, and so it was too hard to pick up on. And as far as the versatility goes, the more you can do. It helps not only yourself but the team and things like that. So, like I said, man, whatever I can do, and everybody in the locker room, whatever position the coaches are comfortable putting them out there playing, so that have that much more definitely more confidence in themselves, to get the job done.
Tell us a little bit about Kamar Aiken, who now becomes, I guess, your number one receiver, your lead receiver. With Steve Smith gone for the year.
Kamar, man, one of the nicest guys I know you'll ever come across, and he's a little different on the football field. Don't get me wrong. Everybody out there competing. It's a different guy. I wasn't recognize, but no, like I said, a set of things couldn't be coming his way. I was with him, and he was with us in New England for a little bit before he came to Baltimore. And so I had a previous relationship with him there, and he's just one of the hardest working guys I know, like whether it's on the field or in the classroom, things of that nature. So definitely looking forward to, like I said, what's in store for that guy.
And the reason I ask you that question is because we got a lot of people that play fantasy football, and when you look at him, this is a guy that should do pretty good because now he's the lead receiver. And Jacksonville is not all that great on defense, and with your highly recommended words there, I'm sure some of our people are going to be sure they claim him or get him off that waiver wire for their team this week. And if they do good, hey, they'll probably all send you a turkey.
Well, like I said, I definitely don't think I'm not sure right now, locker room when it comes to fantasy football. That's neither here nor there. I can't really get too much inside information. But like I said, I mean, Kamar's a great guy, and definitely looking forward to not only what he's going to do, but what we're going to do as a team come Sunday.
Kyle, this Jacksonville Jaguars offense is a dangerous one. A lot of young talent that's really starting to come into its own. Can you please give us a breakdown of some of the wide receivers that you're going to be facing when Jacksonville takes the field at M&T Bank Stadium?
I mean, like you said, they're very dangerous. I think they're second in the NFL when it comes to big plays, and things like that. So it's always talent, and this Sunday is no different. With Jacksonville coming into town, and I think they have another one of their dangerous targets coming back off an injury, and he's dealing with a hamstring knee. So yeah, definitely going to have our hands full. I mean, two great tight ends, and Mercedes and Thomas, and so yeah. I mean, these guys are working hard though this week, coming off the bye, and it was great. We got an early head start on them, given the bye. And so like I said, guys are, prepared, ready, and just anxious to get back out there in the football field.
And one ace in the hole you got going for you is Flacco plays pretty well at home.
That's true too. that doesn't hurt.
Gotcha. Kyle, hey, before we let you run, you are a Super Bowl champion now. How does life change? Does it change after you get that ring finally?
Oh, man. It was an experience, to say the least. And, I've always been the type of guy where I guess when it's all said and done, maybe I'll have time to sit back, kick my feet up and reflect. But every year, is different. And I'm always looking to get better, and I'm always have that. I've always had that chip on my shoulder, so I've never been content with myself or anything. So I guess it's kind of hard to explain, at least from my perspective. So, like I said, I'm always looking for the next season. I'm always looking, fighting and competing.
I love it, Kyle. And again, you're doing a great thing in the Baltimore community. November 23rd, along with Food Lion, going to be distributing 250 meals to underprivileged families. Thank you so much, Kyle, for doing that and for joining us here tonight on SiriusXM NFL Radio.
Thank you, guys. Like I said,